Yeah. So, I think it's official, y'all. The Carolina Panthers have hit rock bottom. They have hit rock bottom. They have hit rock bottom after eating another loss. A 26-0 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Panthers haven't been shut out since 2002. A lot fell apart in this game. Bryce Young didn't do good at all. 19 of 32, 112 yards, an interception. Got sacked 6 times. A QBR of 12.1. Running game couldn't get going. I mean, Chuba had 11 carries, 45 yards. Miles, 2 carries, 10 yards. Non-existent running game. Passing game, non-existent. I mean, Adam Thielen, 6 catches, 38 yards. Chuba, 4 catches, 26 yards. DJ Chark, despite being targeted 6 times, only 1 catch for 18 yards. Had a few drops. Defense even took a step back. I mean, they were able to sack C.J. Beathard 3 times. I mean, sack for Brian Burns, a sack for YGM, a sack for Deion Jones, but that's about it. This Panthers offense was only able to get 7 first downs. 7 first downs the entire game. Only 7. This many. This many. Whereas the Jaguars had 16 first downs. We didn't even get a first down from a penalty. We only had 3 penalties. You know, this was not a heavily penalized game. But only 7 first downs. A third down efficiency of 1 and 13. This offense only converted 1 third down. Wow. Wow. Time of possession, 26 minutes, 31 seconds. Wow. And despite the Jaguars having a 1 and 5 red zone attempts, because, I mean, we did keep them to field goals in the first half. But honestly, looking at this game, I think the Carolina Panthers players just gave up. I think they gave up. I think they flat out gave up. Hate to say it. I mean, Jacksonville didn't even have Christian Kirk, didn't even have Trevor Lawrence. Travis Etienne had a great game, 16 carries, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. Even broke off a 62-yarder. They really didn't have to do much in the passing game because, Carolina offense couldn't get anything going. And defense did what they could till the second half. And Derek Brown let his frustrations out. He gets ejected. Josh Allen sets a Jaguars franchise record for most sacks in a season. And he got 3 of those sacks. 3 out of those 6 sacks. Not only that, Carolina doesn't win a single away game this season. They don't win a single away game. It's already bad enough that this ended in a goose egg. The last time we won an away game was January 8th of 2022, which was the last game of the season, 10-7 against New Orleans. That is the last away game this Carolina Panthers team has won. We just went through a whole season without a single away game victory. And right now they are sitting at 2-14. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours, y'all. I hate to say it. And to keep it real with y'all, I'm going to just go ahead and say this. You know what? No, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to show it. You know, as bad as the team played, as bad as they've struggled, you know, a lot of people want to point out Bryce Young. A lot of people want to point out Frank Wright, Thomas Brown, Scott Fitterer. But you know what? You know what I think it really comes down on? This. Take one more look at it. Take one more look. Look what David Tepper does. Throws a drink over on the Jaguars fan. And as you can see at the end, that Jaguars fan climbs up to see what went down. That's David Tepper. When it's at the point, and shout out to Barstool Sports for that clip. As much as we talk about Bryce Young, Scott Fitterer, Thomas Brown, or any other particular players, or, you know, Frank Reich, whatnot, I think ultimately we need to put more eyes and blame on the top guy overseeing all of this, and that's David Tepper. And doing what he just did there was uncalled for. I get the man is frustrated, but at the end of the day, it's your fault. It's your own fault. Let's keep it real, y'all. He's been a trash owner since the beginning, since 2018. Like we gotta really look at things in perspective, y'all. I understand a lot of other folks, have contributed to this, but ultimately we gotta look at the biggest source, the owner. Everybody else is under him, but we gotta really look at the owner because the owner signed off on all of this. I mean, folks can look at Scott Fitterer all they want, but how did Scott Fitterer get here in the first place? All the meddling. I'm just saying. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I really don't think this franchise will get any better nor recover from this until David Tepper's gone. I know folks are going to say, oh, he's not going to sell, he's not going to sell. I mean, it is what it is, but let's keep it real. Look at how things have been going since he owned the team. This is not going to get any better until he's gone. Let's just keep it real, y'all. Let's call it what it is. This franchise is not going to get turned around until David Tepper is gone. Until he sells the team. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I truly believe that's the case right now. The team hit rock bottom yesterday. And I truly believe it's going to get worse until David Tepper's out. And it's like so many folks want to talk about, draft pick. Well, guess what? We have been confirmed to finish the season with the worst record, and we don't even get a first-round draft pick. So much for all the tanking fans out there. To be honest with y'all, with all that's been going on with this franchise, it kind of makes me feel ashamed to be a Carolina Panthers fan. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like, this franchise is the laughing stock of the NFL. And honestly, I would not be surprised if folks just gave up yesterday in that Jaguars game. I would not be surprised if they just don't show up and really play their hearts out in this final game against the Buccaneers. I'm just saying. Like, already a lot of the Carolina Panthers, the Keep Pounding Nation, they've checked out. Some have checked out way before now. And honestly, it's at that point where this isn't just an embarrassing season, y'all. It's just we've hit rock bottom. We've hit rock bottom. And David Tepper throwing that drink just adds more to the fire. It just adds more to the fire. It just adds more to the fire. honestly, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'm not really hyped for this final game of the season against the Bucks because I mean it's just like everybody's checked out. Everybody's checked out after a performance like this. After how David Tepper handled this situation and just how bad of an owner he's been since 2018. There's really no telling when they will recover from this. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I just feel like I'm just ready for the off season, to be honest with y'all. I'm just being real with y'all. I'm ready for the off season. Like maybe they need to do a full on reset. And the thing is, I think some players have checked out as well. And honestly, don't be surprised if whatever our big name players, you know, the Luvus, the Brian Burns, don't be surprised if they've checked out and just want to be done with this mess and leave. Don't be surprised. And honestly, I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame any coach that doesn't want to be here and have to deal with David Tepper. I don't blame him for feeling that way. I used to think Mark Cuban was bad. I'm not even that big of a fan of Mark Cuban as the owner of Dallas Mavericks, and I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. But honestly, he is nowhere even close to David Tepper. And like I said, all that's going on, it really makes me feel ashamed to be a Carolina Panthers fan. Honestly, I'm not even so sure I'm gonna do a preview video for the Panthers Bucks final matchup of the season, just because I don't know. I really don't feel like doing it. I really don't. I don't. I don't feel like doing it. You know, and that's, you know, nothing against Corey, nothing against Mr. Carolina, but just like right now it's hard for me. And it's a new year, you know. I want to think happy thoughts and, you know, think positively, and just this franchise is not doing it for me. It's not. It's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be a Panther fan for life. You know, this is my team, no matter what. But I say once again, I truly believe in my heart that this franchise is not going to get any better until David Tepper's gone. Until he's no longer the owner. Take that for what you will. It's my opinion. It's my honest opinion. But I truly feel like this franchise won't turn around until he's no longer owner. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I'll check y'all later.